Lead technician David Samborski will now explain step by step how to connect a digital adapter to your TV.
So this is what you're going to see in the mail. You're going to get your, inside you have the sheet that you can open up, and it will show you diagram step by step on how to connect this. If you're comfortable with connecting a VCS, this will be pretty close. You have your little RG6 cable jumper. This will go from the box to the TV. You've got your remote, your power adapter to power the box, the DTA itself, and the IR device. That will come very handy. We'll show you in a moment. And of course, you've got the batteries that go with the. So we'll take the digital adapter, or we like to call them DTA, digital transport adapter. You're going to take the cable off of the TV. Now, if it goes to a VCR before it comes to your TV, take the one off the input of the VCR. But for most of us, we're going to take the cable that's attached to the TV and connect it to cable in, where it says right there, the one on the far side. Make sure it's as tight by hand as possible. And while we're here, we're going to make sure that the switch is flipped to channel 3. If it's flipped to channel 4 and you've got the TV on channel 3, well then of course you're not going to see a picture. So let's just make sure this is pushed over to channel 3. Next, let's plug our adapter in to the power source. We'll reach back here. On the opposite side, you've got where it says DC in, so we're just going to push that in all the way. And then while that's taking its time, about a minute or two, to catch up with the system, we're going to connect our cable jumper here, which is going to go on the output because it's going out to the TV. Connect it right back in to the TV where you took the input off of. Make sure that's good and finger tight, but don't use a wrench. It's too delicate at the TV to use a wrench there. You do not have to have this part in view. You can. This picks up a signal from the remote control, but you can hide that behind the shelf, behind the TV, because you've got this little infrared device which acts as your receiving eye for the remote. Plug that into the IR in, infrared in, make sure it clicks in all the way. And this you'll want on the front of your TV. Now we do have, in the package this comes in, a little double back tape. So you can stick that, some people put it on the TV. Some people just string it around. You don't have to see it as long as you know that it's there. So if we turn our TV around, you don't see the digital adapter at all. Right for now, we'll just put our IR device here. That's a good spot for it. It has a 360-degree view, so whatever way you set it, is a good spot. Make sure the TV's on channel 3. The DTA is going to give us some information. This is 19% done. When it gets to 100% done, it'll tell us that we need to call in for activation. Please note, you do need to connect the digital adapter prior to calling us and activating the box. Otherwise, it will not activate properly. This is the message we've got. It said we've detected a problem. This is when you should call and have your DTA activated. It's going to take about 1 to 3 minutes to actually get the DTA to sync up with the system. You'll see channel 2 come up on the DTA and you'll see a picture. That moves us to the remote control. So I've already got the batteries in the remote. This is the remote control program guide that comes with the remote. It's in the same package as the remote comes in. You should find your TV make. So this one, it's in alphabetical order, the A's, the B's, C's. So I found this one in the H's. This one is nice because it only has one code. And let me note, all the instructions are right here. There's 3 whole pages of instructions. This one is the one that you'd be going by right here through steps 1 through 7. But essentially what that is telling you is to press and hold the set button, press and hold, and press power. You see the red light. You put in your 3-digit code. In this case, it is 132 for this particular TV. And then I'm going to see if it controls the TV, which it did. I pressed the power button, the TV turned off, and we're all set as far as program it to the TV. The one thing you may want to do is also program the volume control to the remote. To do that, let's first turn our TV back on by pressing the power. And then once you have the code in the TV, you should make sure that the volume on the DTA is all the way turned up. So press volume, and when you do, you'll see all the bars across the TV for the DTA at 100%. Once that's done, press setup and then press volume, and it'll convert the volume control to the TV. So essentially you'll be controlling the volume through the TV. Instead of using your TV remote, you'll use the WOW remote.
If you do not have a digital receiver or set-top box on televisions hooked up to cable by June 28th, you will still receive limited basic cable of about 20 channels. To order your equipment, log on to www.wowdigitaladapter.com or call 1-800-768-9760 to schedule a professional install. Lead